Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing a pink frontal wig. We're using 2 bottles of cotton candy and 2 bottles of raspberry twist. First, I'm going in with some of that cotton candy. I really use the entire bottle. I put some of the water in it and like shook it around to make sure I got all the excess color out of the bottle because we do not like to waste product, okay? So whenever you add the color and you're doing watercolor, you always want to make sure that you thoroughly mix the color in. You want no lumps, no clumps of color around because that adds splotches and unwanted unevenness in your color, and nobody wants that, right? So something I've learned, it is okay to dip the lace in the water. Just don't let it sit for too long because that's when it starts to like tint the lace. But as long as you're really smart, you can make sure you put the lace in there, dip it, and get the color all around the hairline evenly. So when I started, I made sure to open the wig up. Like I split it in the middle and dipped it in that way first so that the inside of the wig caught the first initial parts of the color. And then I just went through and continually dipped it over and over again until it got to the desired color that I wanted. So now that I've gotten the first color the way I want it, I'm going in with my first bottle of raspberry twist. I did not use the entire bottle. I just poured enough in there to get the desired color, shade, whatever I wanted. I didn't start with fresh water. I added it to the water that was already in there. I honestly don't know if I was thinking it would dilute the color or if it would add to the color. I don't really know. But I know they were pink and the shades would mix. So now we're dipping the ends, and just the ends because we are doing like an ombre effect in that raspberry twist mix of water. So this is the color Wet. She is real cute, y'all. Real cute. Okay. This is the hairline before it was plucked, and this is after. I'm not really sure if y'all can see that very well. It looked different to me, so I was happy with it. So now I'm back with my girl Destiny. Shout out Destiny if you're watching this. Of course, we are using the one and the only Boss Your Lace Up lace adhesive from my girl Works by Paige. If y'all haven't, make sure y'all are shopping with her. Her lace glue is $18 a bottle. She has it on hand if you're local, and it is available online for shipping as well. But I want to say I did about 3 or 4 layers, probably more like 4 or 5, because I know me, I sweat, and I like to make sure my lace is intact, so I always try to make sure I do the same thing for my clients. Now that her glue is dry, I'm going in with the first little section of lace that I plan on laying down, which obviously is the front. Sometimes I have problems like making sure I align it right since I'm still kind of sort of new to frontals. So to help me, I like place like a little dot in the front of her hairline on the Sharpie and then on the ear tabs as well. And honestly, I feel like that helped me out a lot. So if you're still new to laying frontals or laying your own, I would just recommend getting like a little Sharpie or just some kind of marker that'll transfer to your skin that you'll be able to easily see, and just place a little dot over top of the lace onto your skin so then you can match it up. So now I'm using the one and only, literally the one and only Dynamic Looks Hot Comb. She won't be alone for long, okay? We got new ones on the way. They'll probably be dropping next year. So definitely be on the lookout for the Dynamic Looks Hot Comb, as well as the Dynamic Looks Melt Bands. Okay, your girl ain't playing about this branding process. get on board with it before we get gone. Anyways, now I'm just tying her down to really, really melt that lace into the skin, okay? We really want that scalp effect. And with colors, sometimes it can be a little difficult, but honestly with pink it was easier just because pink is a warm color, so pink blends with browns easy. But yeah, I set her under the dryer on high heat and just let it do what it do. Now we're cutting off the ear tabs. Always be sure to separate the hair because you don't want to cut anything you're going to need for baby hairs, and you also want to make sure that you can see your client's ear because you could easily cut them and we don't want that. So I just went in and added any extra layers of glue I needed for the ear tabs. As we all know, the ear tabs are the first thing to go, so I always do my best to make sure that they're extra secured, or at least help my clients feel like they're extra secured. And now I'm gonna go over top of the hairline with some of, I forgot the name of the brand. It smells so good, y'all. I'm gonna have to show it to you. But it's some hairspray I found in my local beauty supply store. And I always just use that over the hairline after I finish doing my layers of glue. I got it from Slay by Jordan too, as well as Beautiful Hustler. They now kind of explain that they use it to get rid of the white cast that glue leaves, which honestly it's worked miracles for me ever since I started doing it. So definitely get you some firm hold or extra strong hold hairspray to go over the hairline of your frontal with, because it will literally change your life. So now I'm using my 1 1/4 inch T3 micro single pass curling iron. I finally get to say that, y'all. Okay, I finally get to say that. I have been wanting this bad boy for the longest. Okay, the longest. But yeah, so I'm using that and pin curling them because I don't want the curls to drop immediately. And this is 30-inch hair. It's also 613 hair. So we have a lot of factors working against this as far as trying to get a curl to hold. Of course, I'm going in with some Beyond the Zone heat protecting spray. It leaves a really nice shine to the hair, and it's also a heat protectant, and that's especially important with colored hair and 613 hair. So now that I've got the back curled and pinned, I'm going to go ahead and remove my melt band and cut off the excess lace. So I'm using my eyebrow razor. You also want to be really careful here. I've learned literally just use the tip of this mug, like just the tip. And I don't want to, let's say, like direct it downward away from the face. But yeah, you can definitely cut your client with this if you apply too much pressure. The lace is not that hard, and if it is, you need some better lace. But it should not be super hard to cut, especially not with this eyebrow razor. So now I'm separating out the sideburns and little swoops for the baby hairs. It's pink, so we didn't really want to do too much, and then also she didn't want to do too many baby hairs just because it's not something she's done too frequently. But now I'm going in with my hot comb to straighten them towards the face, and then of course coming in with the eyebrow razor and cutting them at an angle. The reason I do this, well, just one, that's how I was taught, and then two, cutting them at an angle just helps them form like the little swoop or the little C shaping better. It just has a better look to it. And the reason I like to use the eyebrow razor is because it acts kind of sort of like thinning shears whenever you angle it on the hair, so you can thin the hair out some as well as creating the shape. And then I used my little pencil flat iron by Red by Kiss. I think that's how it is, yeah. To give the little curly cues at the top, because curling your baby hairs upward substantially helps you swoop them better, especially if you don't know what you're doing. So always curl your baby hair before you swoop them. So the angle I recorded the baby hairs wasn't that great, but as you can see, they came out real cute, okay? These are honestly probably some of the best baby hairs I've ever done. And then I'm laying it down with the OG Dynamic Looks Melt Band. I'm still kind of deciding on if I want to keep these or if I want to use the other ones. I don't know. I like both of them for different reasons. But yeah, now we're taking those pin curls out and we're gonna do the little comb through. Yay! So at this point, you couldn't tell old girl nothing, okay? She knew she was cute. Even though it wasn't fully done, she knew she was cute. And if I find my comb at any point in time during this whole thing, I'll get to the comb out. So, yeah. I'm smoothing the hairline back just to really, really make sure it's popping. The sad part about this whole little experience right here was that my camera died in the middle of me combing her hair out. Yeah, so I was a little upset about that. But we still got really great pictures and videos. So hope y'all enjoyed this video. Thank y'all for watching. And definitely subscribe, like, share, comment, all of that.